Okay, let's get it going, guys. Hope you like the intro. Okay, guys, I am back. How are you all doing today? Uh, well, we got a couple things to cover. We got a free EA to talk about, share that, also go over the homework, and do some basic programming. Just tell me when you guys are ready, and we'll begin with the homework. Until then, I won't cover the homework until people who are on for the homework. And until then, we're going to cover some free EAs and to analyze them, see how they do. So the first one we're going to look at, Hercules gold. Let's see. There's nothing there. Kind of weird. Let's go to like page 3 this time. Super trend, NFP, new MTF, dark points. Let's see. Hikinashi's oscillator. Fair gap value sweep trader or sweep. At page 4. What will be a fun one to review? What is some good stuff over here? And if you can hear me, let me know, guys. Put like a 1 in the chat, or just tell me what's going on if you can't hear me or not. Try this. MACD intraday trend is an indicator developed by Cool. So I'm looking at free ones. I already tried King Scalper, My Grids. Let me try this one. So 5:15 1 hour. Don't be greedy. The riskiest thing you can do is be greedy. Let's try pound yen, my favorite currency pair. My grid scalper. Okay. Hey, man. Hey there. We're going to review this robot first called My Grid Scalper. And we're going to test it out on. It should be. Control R. Grid Master. Understand? It says my grid. It says My Grid Scalper. I'm testing out this robot here to see how it is. My Grid Scalper, Master Scalper, Master Grid Master. Okay, maybe that's it. We're going to test it on pound yen and hit start. So while I was talking to you, Sonali, about forex trading. Forex trading is extremely rare for anyone to make profits. So if you're expecting to get rich from this kind of stuff, it's going to be really difficult. Whoa. Let's zoom in. Load, please. We got a freezing screen. Maybe it's too many orders. Let's see. We got a frozen screen. Oh, okay, there it is. It's like it's using the martingale strategy. Yeah, it's using the martingale strategy with buys and sells at the same time. I mean, most of us are motivated by money, so we are all in the wrong. Yeah, and just like the problem is that everyone wants to make money in forex trading, but there's a reason why brokers know that almost no one makes money trading. It's just how it is, because the markets are so highly manipulated, and once again, everyone's using the same trading strategy. Like we've gone through so many, all of them are martingale strategies or some form of that. They're not understanding what's happening. They're not understanding what the market's doing, not understanding what the trend is going. So, I mean, it's just how it is. The majority of traders do the same thing that everyone else is doing. Yeah. And that's why for me, like, I don't sell everything under the sun. I just sell customized robots. If someone wants me to make them their strategy, that's all I'll do. I don't like to sell like pre-custom robots for people because typically their strategies don't work anyways. This strategy here, like if you look at it, it risked for just like 30%, it risked nearly 80% of the account. Like the whole account is underwater right now. The current equity is almost at 50%. If this was a live account, he would have got margin called. Like, this is crazy. Like, this can only work on a demo account. I don't think a demo account, I don't even think a live account would even let you put in these order sizes. Look. Let's go to the top. Look. On a $10,000 account, they put in 8 standards. 8 standards. This is how you know this can't trade on a live account. This is all demo crap. Yeah, like this is, but most strategies are like this. This fake. Look at that. Equity's at 14,000. I'm sorry, the principal's at 14,000, but the equity is at like 6,000 something. Less than half. That's how you blow up accounts. Because people try these crazy strategies that don't work. And once again, I've never seen this strategy, haven't tested it out, don't know the programmer. Just anyone would die and burn. All it takes is one big market move in the wrong direction, and the account's just gone. It blows my mind sometimes. But so we just start off, guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get more of the people in Telegram out there. Holy snap. Look at that. There's an 8.65 lot. Sell stop. How many lots is he totally out there for? Let's see. Ooh, give me a second. I'm a little tired. Play again. Well, let's go through here and see it from this perspective. Could this trading strategy actually be good? Like, if it's losing all its money, it just reversed it. Would it make all that money? And it's possible. But I think with this trading strategy, since it's so very simple, that it doesn't understand what it's doing. Ugh. Robots like this is like such a dangerous way, though. You see? Yeah, look. See? The account went to 0. And put this in the Telegram group. Let's see. That's crazy. This account went up 50% almost, but in equity. But when it comes to not equity in account balance, but equity, it was sitting down horrible. Like, this is crazy how low it's gone. So this is the result of basically absurdity. Oh man, I would be so pissed off to burn my account at $10,000. Like, demo account, $10,000 is not a big deal, but this right here is too big of a deal. But let's go to over here. And I know we have Sonali's, we have his robot to cover. Give me 1 second. I don't want to be on all day. I need to take a nap, getting kind of old. Oh man, this is gonna have issues. Oh, maybe. Let's test it out first. Okay, so we're on homework 6. New number 7. On tick. No errors. Give me a second, guys. Give me something to keep me awake. The best snack ever. Okay. Let's see. Let's run number 7. That robot failed, so now we'll look at Sonali's robot. Yeah, if you guys want that strategy, it's right here. Oh, wow, works. That's loading. Oh, there we go. This is not bad. So a lot of things are missing. Oh, you have a continuation problem too. There's a couple errors in this program without a bunch of errors in this thing so far. Andre, the more we chat, the more I'm thinking about teaching myself MQL4 or 5 so I can backtest all the old strategies. Yeah, you can. It might take a few years though, like for the software into it, getting how it runs. It just takes forever. Like Sonali over there, I'm testing out his homework right now, and like I told him before, it'd take you years to go through this stuff. Like I'm looking at his software, and there's so many things he's missing that we haven't discussed. Like continuation, time control, candle counting, and also he's missing cheeses. Yeah, and you can be able to test strategies out, but usually after programming the strategy, I even for me when I listen to a strategy, I typically see like I wouldn't use it. Not saying your strategy, saying in general. Let me see. Let's look at the code. So here's Sonali's code. Let's break this down. So here's our ints. I'm happy he's actually using this ints this time. Okay, so we have his ints. Let's see. So we got the blue line, medium, double check. Yes, it's precious lines. Good job on the organization. So something I can read real easily. Later on, we can't use this anymore. This is too elementary. Orders total, but it works for this program. Let me see. That's not bad. I see how you do it. And for people who do not know this code or this function, just go to the reference and you can break this down right here. Alligator. Okay. Works out what an alligator indicator is and how it functions. So right now, Sonali's robot. Now remember, this is a basic code. It's not meant to be making you rich. It just is for educational purposes. But so far, it's a winning robot. He's up 11. Yeah, a little bit over 11%. But there's many things fatally wrong with this. Because remember, we're using pound yen. Pound yen during this time frame has always gone up. His robot always does is buy. So it's biased in the trend. So it doesn't mean it's a good robot. It just means it's if the trend's going up, you look like a genius if you're buying. But it's when the trend reverses to see how your strategy does. Because if the larger trend just goes up, all you have to do is buy like once a week. And if it's like a 10, let's say it's like a 10-month trend and you're buying once a week, you're going to be right. And Sonali, if you program your robot and use it on a different currency pair, like let's try New Zealand something. So right now he's profiting because the trend's up, right? Let's reverse the trend to a New Zealand something. Let's try something backwards. New Zealand dollar. Let's see how it does on this one. There. Let this load a little bit. But remember, guys, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. I have no problem looking at your strategy, testing it out, programming it on here, on live if you like. It's not a big deal. But Sonali, so good, dude. You did really good you did a really good job, man. Let's go back to your code. Okay. You don't have any of this change, it's fine. Yeah. This robot's not hard. It just is time consuming programming the same thing over and over again. Let me see. Order send ask -2. Wait. This is only for pound. Oh, yeah. We haven't talked about this yet. Give me a second. Okay, it's 5. Let's change it up a little bit to 100. 2. So now it will work on this currency pair. And if you guys want to know how I did that, I just changed it to 100 pips. Once you start trading long enough, you know what 100 pips looks like. See, that's how it trades. Let's change it up a little bit. And if you guys look at the long term of New Zealand dollar, you'll see that it trends down, and pound yen was trending up. This is how it looks in the weekly. See, overall trends down. So if you want to see if your currency pair or your strategy works, try it on something that's not in your favor. So that's what I usually do. I'll create a strategy, test it out for months, and I'll test it out on things that I know do bad, like New Zealand dollar, or do things that are flat. See how it does. And if you can figure out that and see which indicators work, like if we look at Sonali's right here, you'll see so far it should be losing. If we add some other indicators, we can possibly make this better. Like, let's see, let's add some easy ones like CMF. Yeah, you should always check your. So when most people think like, oh man, my strategy works because it only works in one direction, and that chart, that currency pair is always trending in one direction already. You don't have to be a genius. Just if you know on the monthly that it's doing really good. Like, let's look at pound yen. Pound yen, pound yen, pound yen, pound yen. Well, I'll give you an example. Pound yen and Microsoft, or I'm sorry, Facebook, which is Meta. Let's just do Netflix. That's fine too. You don't have to be a genius. Like, if something's going up in value like this, your strategy, if it's a buying strategy, it should just do really good no matter what. But you don't need a strategy if it's going up. You just, okay, once a month I'll buy some. Once a month I'll buy some. Once a month I'll buy some. You're gonna win in this scenario. If you look at pound yen, I'm gonna buy once a month. Well, you're gonna win. You don't need a really good strategy. You just need to know the overall trend. Yes, your advice will actually, let's post this up on there. Yes, your advice will make our robots to be more robust in all directions. Your robot has to be able to understand all time frames, depending on the strategy, and then also understand what's happening to the spread, what's happening to the overall market, what's happening on news. So usually, more advanced robots have all these abilities, kind of like superhero powers. Do you want your robot or superhero to have like speed, invincibility? What else? Read minds. You want your robot to have as much power as possible. So when it's looking at the market, it can understand what's happening. So if we go back to our strategy tester, see, you're taking some L's, man. See, this keeps on losing. So this is where everyone bangs it. We got Clyde Desodol Claude. This is where everyone hangs out at. Yeah, you can come to this if you have any strategies that I can code. I have no problem really coding them, depending on the time. And you can go and do the homework too if you want to learn how to program. I'll look at your homework, look at your programming script to see how we can either modify it or make it better. With Sonali's, he only did buys, but I think if we look at the homework, I think I only said buys. Let me check. Let's see. Just have a simple, oh yeah, see? Just have a simple buy entry once it has crossed. Yeah. So overall, dude, you did really good. I like your structure and how it's programmed so any normal person can see it and understand what's happening. I don't like looking at strategies and I'm like, what the heck am I looking? Or I'm sorry, not strategies. Looking at code and I'm like, why is it everywhere? Why is it all scrunched up? Make it so anyone can read it. We know this is our slow, our medium, and our fast. Cool. Alligator, breakdown, multiple sections. Period, 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 period. Slow moving. These right here are really easy to read. So most people use numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3. Using the mode SMA price one, anyone can understand what's happening. So you make your software, your program fixable by people like me. So I'm not going through and I'm like, what does 1 mean? What does 2 mean? What does all this stuff mean? When I can just go through like, okay, I know this. And this right here, I don't have to check because if it doesn't, oops, my bad. If it doesn't initiate trades off the cross, let me see. I left questions about Sonali's MACD script in a Discord. You guys are in a different Discord? What Discord are you guys in? Here. If you look at it, look at this right here. Let's zoom out. Look at that back to back losses. And if we look at the overall chart, much lower. We can actually try a different one too. Let's try something that's not in his favor. That's CAD yen. Oh, that's a yen pair. Odd CAD. Yeah, odd CAD. Let's try that. AUD CAD, AUD CAD, AUD CAD. All right, same amount. Oh, that's why it's trading weird. Let's look at the 15-minute. Oh, THBs? I mean, I like your guys' group. I like your guys' information. Just to me, I think that if everyone does that dividend stuff, especially with those yield funds, they're all going to lose. There's a reason why there's no big institution buying those, because they don't work unless you're using an option strategy, which is a possibility. Cool, but the majority are not going to do that. They're going to just dollar cost average and lose all their money. And this is why, to me, like I rather short the stock. Short the ETF than actually buy it. And to me, it doesn't even qualify for an ETF. It's not. It's full of just bonds. It's not. To me, it doesn't make sense at all. Why would anyone invest in this? Because there's no big institution buying it. And if the big players aren't buying it, that's even more of a red flag. And to give you a thought on this, you can actually use this type of programming to be done on stocks too. So if you want to automate your trades or automate your stuff, you can be like, how do I do it? How do I see if my strategy works? Well, you can test it out. That's a big win. Boom. But now we're testing this alligator strategy. If you guys don't know the alligator strategy, this is how it looks. 3 moving averages, basically. And when they cross over, you just buy. No, the MACD question was in reference to the variance in the chat. vertical lines based off a histogram and peaks. I mean, it was actually at the MACD. Let's see how others use it versus how I would use it. So let's assume that the MACD is a good indicator. Let's assume that. How would the MACD be used generally? Right? The MACD was vertical lines based on histogram and peaks. For me, looking at the moving average, using it as an entrance to enter trades, it seems kind of slow. But if I use it to exit trades, I think it would be better because of its slow to react. So if we go based off that way of thinking, maybe it can be better for us. Let me see. You're probably gonna make it bigger on a higher time frame. How are we doing profit-wise? Not too good. Actually, a question for you. Clydesdale? Yeah, Clydesdale. How do you use a MACD? And actually, let me put this video out to the chat. Maybe THB's audience would like to join on. Yeah. Do you use it as an entrance indicator, exiting indicator? Like, do you use the signal line? Do you not use the signal line? Here, let me share it there. Put it in Discord. Hopefully other people would get on in. I mean, I can't make them take my advice, but we shall see. My advice would never touch. I use a faster setting. Okay, what settings do you use? I use standard settings so far, 12, 26, 9. Our Polly said, "Are all my robots profitable?" The ones I use them, I can. the ones I use for myself are. The ones I use for myself are. Or is, I don't know. Entrance, use the MACD and signal line together. Okay, let's try. Okay, you said faster settings, so let's try 6, 13, and 4. Okay, and let's zoom in a little bit. And let's make it a little bit more attractive. And slow it down a little bit. Okay, so an entrant, you're looking at like when the MACD histogram goes up and crosses positive with the signal line. The common, like you said, 8, 17, 9, they're closer in correlation with the moving average on the chart. Okay. There's that 8, 17, 9. Okay. So you would enter the trade here, typically, if everything else is agreeing. So this line is where we would enter the trade out here on the 15-minute. And how would you exit the trade? What would you use to exit the trade? A MACD, moving average. Sonali, you're still here. Thanks, man. Good job on the homework. I'll sign homework at the end of the live stream in about 15 minutes. Let me see. We're going to run this a little bit faster. He said, let's get common, what you said. I use 8, 17, 9. These are closer in correlation to my moving average on my charts. Not only for exit profit target instead. What do you use as a profit target? And also, how do you do your exiting? Like if you're using a moving average, what's your period? Here's a moving average right here. Where's that? Give me a second. Yeah, what do you use for your moving average? And if you need something to keep you awake, all you need is Cheez-Its. Options? I use a high delta. Okay. So ThinkShift, I've been programming with it during my online course that I'm taking to learn it more, but I haven't mastered it yet to a point where I can program it with options. But for me, if we can switch to stocks real quick. Where's here, example, NVIDIA, right? How would you trade NVIDIA using the MACD moving average strategy? You guys don't have white cheddar in Africa? No. Oh my God. It's like the best crack in the world. Like, I eat these just to stay awake or when I'm tired. White cheddar, we don't have that. But if you guys get some value from this, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Help me get me to the next level on YouTube so I can compete with these big YouTubers and actually show people how to really trade and not this whole fake trading people are doing. And show how strategies work and some strategies that don't work. If you were on earlier, Clyde, what that would be bullion on TOS script to trade. Yeah, Thinkorswim. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? So you use a combo of a MACD and simple moving average with options. Okay. And you're on stocks. What stock do you want to look at? Here's the list of stocks that I have available to me. I have Apple, Amazon, Bank of America, Ford, Facebook, QQQQ. Let me see if I have that. I want to trade QQQ. I don't want this list. I can't trade QQQQ with my current broker. You know any big stocks that you would trade? Here, let's trade something that's kind of fun. Let's do Uber. Or no, let's do Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's always a favorite. All right, so we'll add our moving average. Oops, wrong one. You said MACD, simple moving average. Let's just do 50. MACD, MACD. And I'm looking, I got multiple screen guys. I got 5 screens, or actually 6, but so I'm looking at the trading software and it's everywhere, just to put it out there. We're going to use 6, 18, 5, or something like that. What do you use? Okay. 20, 50, 200. 20, 50, 200. Simple. Oh, the SMA I use are 20, 50. Oh, my bad. I misunderstood. So 50 check. 20 and 200. Let me change the color. Let's go blue. Blue for the big one. And we'll kick this one to be, I don't know. Let's make it green. Okay, we're on the daily. What time frame do you use? Like the 4 hour or something? All right, the hour. Let me see, Control R. Daily's fine. Check. Oh wow, we gotta zoom in a lot. And the MACD. What do you want your MACD settings to be? Right now they're 20, 50, 200. But those are pretty massive. THB sent me a message. Give me a second. I think he wants to get on. 8, 17, 19. 8, 17, 19. If you don't like my histogram, I always put it like this because it looks cool. But it's the same thing. Here, let me contact Mr. THB. Oh, did I put something? You said, oh, my bad. Sorry about that. 8, slow moving average. 17, slow moving average. 9, not 19. Sorry about that. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, let's break this down a little bit more. Let's understand what's trying to get through. So typically, if we're looking at something like this, I think an average trader would say if they're all crossed above. So this can be a good enter right here. And an easy exit would probably be around here. So you're, I mean, what is your entry signals at? Oh wow, I got a bunch of messages from here. Give me a second. Let me hit the cancel button. If you guys can still hear me, can you guys hear me? I invited THB to get on, see what he says. Okay, so daily check 817, not 19. Check, we did that. So let's see, a typical movement. So would we enter here? All right. Okay, you guys can hear me? Where would you enter in this trade with this strategy? You're right here. Break above the MACD 0 line. Check. Understand that. The previous below, and price above 20 SMA. So our 20 is this red line. Check. The previous line. So you're mainly using this as an entry and exit. So you would enter here somewhere for the red and exit under. So if we zoom out, you should be shorting Tesla to about here. Shorting Tesla from here to this bottom. And this would be our gap. So if you entered there, Sorry. So this blue zone, this initial blue zone, let's actually zoom in a little bit, give you guys a better perspective. This blue zone from here to here before the light blue should be the optimal zone. And anything past here would be extra, like extra to the meat, to the steak. I struggle. Let me see. This is interesting for the people who are in TSLY. How they accept this? Like, are they going to accept the bounce? Because most likely, at its current trend, it might break this low, the 150 to 165. It might break this low and head down lower. This could be quite dangerous. But if you're shorting, you should be good. Yeah, I would short this a whole lot more than buy that fund, because it's not beneficial. But for a robot standpoint, what we can add is something else. We'll add this right here as a second confirmation. I'm guessing it's Hikinashi's. Maybe. What's a good automatic trend, ATR? What does the ATR say? So a lot lower risk right here. Yeah. I'd say entering in now would be not beneficial for a short. It's already been missed. The optimal entry was when all these are grouped together. But do you plan to be buying at the support zone or this consolidation zone if it happens with her? Clyde? Or Clydesdale, my bad. Let me see. Oh, actually, we get 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. I don't like to stream too long and eat up your guys' time. Sonali, thank you for the homework. Good job. Here's our new one. The question is, if it hits this, I think it's going to, but when it hits this support zone, do you plan to buy on TSLY and TSLA, or wait to see what happens? Because for me, I think most likely it's going to bounce and then head down lower. Yeah, I can't tell you what to do, but that would be my plan. I don't see any benefit in buying Tesla right now. But I'll say this, I would be more bullish on Tesla and its stocks in general once the Federal Reserve drops interest rates. I need the confirmation. Yeah, it hasn't. I mean, it gapped down, so we have to wait for a gap up to fill. But if it doesn't, it might just head down lower. But here's the homework, guys. And Clyde's, if you want to learn this stuff, you can. But we create strategies. And with the strategies, you can improve your own trading. So this homework will be super simple. Thanks to you, we're going to create this one. Create a moving, let's say 2 moving average buy strategy, and use the MACD to enter trades. Have 2 different buys. The first with a small target profit and the other with a large TP. That sounds like a fun homework. Alt. So on here, we on this live stream, I give people homework. They create the strategy. I'll go through and test it, and you can either say I can test it, or we can just go over strategies on here, like we did before, just to see which strategies work, why they work, and how we can improve them. And if they don't work, we can improve them even more. Alt print screen. Alt print screen. There you go. So the guys in my Telegram group, here is the homework. If I can find Telegram. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Here's the homework, guys. Here is the homework. If you have any questions, let me know. Just it's pretty easy. Just create a moving average strategy, add the MACD like we discussed, and let's see how it trades in a strategy tester to see if we can see if it makes money or not. Let me see. But if you have any questions or comments so far, let me know. I'll answer them before I head out. Let me see. When is the next meetup? I meet up every single day, 12 noon, Las Vegas time. I'm sorry, Monday through Friday, 12 noon, Las Vegas time. What time is, where are you time zone wise? I'm in Las Vegas. East? Okay, so it's like 3 p.m. over there, or around 4 now. Just before the market closes, so we can do some live stuff, check out live trades and everything. Or even what we can be like, let's look at other markets, BMW, ACN, time. So we can look at these live and trade them to see how our strategy will work. I will drop pics in THB Discord and tag you using Thinkorswim script. Yeah, if you send them in there, I can read it. I'm not the best at it compared to the current languages, but you send me that Thinkorswim stuff, I can check it out, see how it runs on my computer or this program itself. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. You can hit me up in my Telegram group. We just hit 100 members in there. Here's the link to it. We talk about all trading, so just let me know. But that's the video, guys, and I'll see you guys. Peace. Where's Leave Studio and live stream?